This is the Fantasy Football Dudes podcast.
What is up, my dudes? This is Trent. I am joined by Phill, Jordan, and Seth. As always, go ahead and check this draft out on YouTube at tffdudes. Remember to share it with a friend. It always helps us out. Today's draft, we are going to do things that people love, but we hate draft. So, you're going to vote. Did I word that right? Seth, you're looking at me crazy.
Or I think you kind of said it the right way, but it's things I hate that other people love. Yes. And it's all different personal things.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and I think there needs to be some rules on this. Like, Phill has said he hates Top Golf in the past. He's never been to Top Golf. I think if you say you don't like it, you have to have tried it.
Or done it.
Or ate it or whatever. So, I am going to, so that's what we're going to do. Let's get into this draft really quick. But before we get into this draft,
who won the bald guy?
We have to do our bald guy draft, which was,
I think it was a tie last I looked.
It was close. Okay, so pulling this up right now.
Man, I've never seen anyone struggle worse with Twitter.
Phill, you didn't know what Twitter was 2 weeks ago.
Phill actually just downloaded it.
Yeah.
And
So our bald guy draft, our winner was
Phill.
Team A with 38% of the votes, which was Michael Jordan, Walter White, Dr. Phil, and Joe Rogan. Second place was Phill. Team B with 31% of the votes. He had The Rock, LL Cool J, Mike Tyson, and what's this guy's name again, Phill? I'm sorry. Die Hard guy.
Yeah,
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
And then in third place, we had Team C.
Two Team C's.
T. Man, I messed that up. So Team D.
Yeah, did you not see that I sent that and no one said anything back?
Yeah.
I said, what is this?
That's a problem. So Seth got third place with Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson, Kobe Bryant, the Hulk, and Seth. I don't even know that guy's name.
Hulk Hogan?
The guy, your last pick. The last bald guy, your last pick of the draft.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, Team C was Jeff Bezos, Gandhi, George Costanza, and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
So this draft order will go Jordan, Phill, Seth, me.
Hey, Phil, a lot of people made fun of your LL Cool J pick
As they should have.
because they said that they never see him bald. And the funny part is Trent put a picture of him wearing a hat
There wasn't a lot of pictures of him
because he doesn't ever
Yeah,
show
he
that
had,
he's
like,
bald.
But he is
Beanies or-
bald, right? Wow, I have 20 notifications on Twitter. Sweet. I think that's probably because of that.
This is one of my 6 drafts in a row I won.
Are you on that big of a
We probably need to
heater?
go back and
I
look
think
it
so.
up. Yeah. And Seth, next time if something like that happens and no one says anything, just tell me again privately. But ultimately it is my fault. But just for
How did you not see it?
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't see it.
No,
but
I sent it,
did
though,
you-
in the group chat.
I know. Did you just think?
Actually, my mom, who listens to this pod, said, you're getting screwed right now. And I was
She
like,
follows us on Twitter?
no, my mom listens to the drafts only because she likes it. And then she actually starts listening to fantasy stuff now because she actually wants to care about football for some weird reason. But
because you're her son, Seth, and it's Mother's Day right now.
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
For the
Yep,
fantasy
love you,
stuff, I
Mom.
have a couple other
Thanks for
podcasts
listening.
you could probably listen to that are better than ours. Just kidding.
She does listen to a lot of podcasts, so that makes sense.
Anyway, so before we get into today's draft, Jordan is going to be drafting first. Today's draft is brought to you by Underdog, the dude's favorite place to play DFS. You just you pick a lineup and you forget it. You don't need to set it. It's the dude's favorite place to play DFS. Going up to 20 times your entry. Just enter promo code dudes. They will match you up to $100. Jordan, you are up here in the first round. What are you taking here? And this is things you hate that other people love draft.
I feel like this is a tough one to
It's tough.
I feel like I'm going to lose this one just because I hate things that other people love.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You're like a little bit of a contrarian. I'm not
Yeah,
saying in a bad
like,
way. Like
it's-
the things that you appreciate, the things that you don't
don't
enjoy,
like.
a lot of people may
yeah,
other. Yeah.
and
You don't like action films, do you? I mean,
No, I do. I don't like. That's almost that's my first pick right
Okay.
Okay.
now. I don't like comedy movies.
Oh, okay. Now, how do we vote on this, guys?
I don't know how it's.
No, I
don't
think-
know.
Are you voting on the guy who had the draft that you hate the most, or the draft that you're like?
I think you
it's what I hate the most.
you probably just go by the one you agree with the most, right?
Okay.
Sure.
That's probably how people
gonna
would vote.
lose
Or
this
you
draft,
think, or you
but-
think you just let people vote how they think
I
is
think
who
they
had the best
they
draft.
whatever they want to vote, however they want to vote, that's how you let them vote.
Yeah, comedy movies that
Like
It's
that might
crazy.
kill you, but it makes sense for you, Jordan.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And we're not saying anything
It's
bad.
the most wow, shocking. Like it's
Yeah, like that.
Not really, but yes,
I would say that
well,
is.
in
I would
grand scheme of like this draft.
out of
right?
percentage
Like,
of people who like movies, not liking comedy movies, I would say is pretty small.
yeah.
Oh,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
that's a
Yeah,
great pick.
no, a lot of people. I love comedy movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah,
Phil,
yeah.
you love it. Like I feel like we don't make fun of Jordan enough for this. For not
Yeah,
liking
I like
comedy
when we
movies.
were talking about like Happy
I
Gilmore or
just
something.
don't
He's like, I don't like this.
I mean,
movie.
Happy Gilmore's okay. Just sports comedies, I enjoy a little bit more. Just 'cause it's
Sorry, I can't remember. I thought it was Happy Gilmore. It might have been
no,
something
like
else.
it might have been like Step Brother. It might have been like one of those or like
yeah, something.
Just
oh,
I
yeah,
don't like
no.
overt
Tommy
comedy.
Boy, I think is what we were talking
Kicking
about.
and screaming.
I just think that like
That's a sports
I just
doc,
like more
basically.
subtle humor than like just like
Yeah, you also
yell
like
at you humor.
You also like romantic movies.
yeah. I don't mind chick flicks. Yeah,
Yeah, you like chick flicks.
I like more sarcastic humor to like natural sarcastic. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
More natural
overt
humor.
funny doesn't just get. I don't know.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
That's not bad. That's I think that's about as good of a first round pick as anyone can take.
Yeah, I think
And,
mine might top it actually.
All right, well, Phil. I honestly haven't heard any votes. Or picks. I think Phil might win this draft because Phil just gets more irked than anyone else I know.
Yeah, I don't know if people like this one, but something that I hate, and it's mostly because of the germs that I think are tied to it. Like I'm not a germaphobe per se. Like I'm not afraid
You
of
talk
like,
about germs quite a bit for not being a germaphobe.
Yeah,
You're kind of
I
a
wash my
germaphobe.
hands a lot. I use like a lotion that actually fights bacteria and things like that. But I'm not like,
You're
a
you're a
germaphobe.
germaphobe.
yeah, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. And one of the reasons why I hate this because of all the germs, right? I hate buffets.
Whoa. Whoa. That's because of the germs?
Because
Wow,
of the
you
germs.
just taught me.
Wow. Wow.
Talk about shock. That might have been shocking.
And here's why.
I don't know any guy that hates buffets.
Yeah.
Like this is.
Have you seen the crowd you hang out with?
Yeah, looking at you don't scream someone that says I don't like buffets.
You look like a buffet guy.
Yeah. Pretty sure the first time I met you was at a hometown buffet.
Phil, what's up with that? You like free food.
I love free food.
I mean, buffets aren't free, but if you eat a lot, it's free.
You can
Yeah,
get
if
your
you eat a
value.
lot, you
And
can
you're
get your
pretty
value.
cheap.
I'm pretty cheap also. I'm frugal. I like is the word.
No,
I
you're not
prefer.
frugal. You're cheap.
So I don't know. One of my biggest beefs is like when
This
usually-
might be a lie for votes.
No, it's
No,
not.
people are not going to vote. I don't know.
People are going
Depends
to
how-
dislike me
Depends how they interpreted the
More than they already do.
for sure.
Like this
and
is
that's hard to
competing
do.
with Jordans
yeah.
right now.
No, so when you eat at a buffet, and maybe germs don't bother you as much, but usually the people who are eating at buffets are not the cleanest folks, right?
Are you digging at Trent?
You're generalizing here, but yeah.
But does everyone
No,
agree?
COVID destroyed the buffets. I haven't been to a buffet
So,
since
so
then.
COVID. I mean, those
They're
protocols
back open
agree.
in Vegas, Trent. The
They
buffets
are, but a lot of them like there's a hometown buffet in Visalia. It never opened after COVID.
Yeah, and I think that was going downhill. Just
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I mean,
I
don't
don't
know
think it
about
was.
hometown,
I don't
but-
think it was.
Okay, let's
Right by a
hometown-
college.
I don't know if I like hometown buffet, Trent. Hometown buffet is not a real. Like,
so name one buffet that you do like.
the casinos in Vegas.
Oh, those are amazing.
All right,
they're
that's fair.
absolutely amazing.
But also, like, I'll
The
eat. I'll go
buffet-
fifth wonder of the world.
The buffet at the Wynn in Vegas.
Oh, remember we went
It's-
there,
yeah,
Jordan?
it
Oh,
is-
we.
It's amazing.
That was bad, man. That was a time to be alive.
That's 2 years of my life. I will get back.
We were there, so we got there late for lunch, so we were all starving, right? So we got there at like 3:00. We ate till 4:00. Well, they brought out the lobster at 4:00. We're like, hey, we got to stay
And
here for dinner
they
too.
didn't-
Like
they
we
didn't
shut
kick
that
us
place
out,
down.
and they didn't kick us out.
Yeah,
Like, they let
and
us
dinner
stay.
was like.
Do they
way,
usually kick you out?
I don't know to the lunch and the dinner. Like
The lobster for dinner is a lot more money than the lunch. So we
Oh,
got
okay.
the lunch and the dinner. I remember there was guys going to the bathroom it was bad. Like it was.
Yeah. Anyhow, the germs, like when you're touching, especially if you're eating lobster, then you're eating it with your hand. You have like some friends, like
This is so.
it's like sweat. It's like
You are the diva.
do you get what I'm saying though, Jordan? a
I
little bit?
really don't, honestly. I could care less
Seth,
about
do
that
you
type
do you
of
get what I'm
stuff.
saying?
I mean, I don't prefer buffets, but I'm not gonna like not go.
And
to
also the
one.
food is sitting there too long. There's bacteria getting
Not
you. in.
always.
The reason that people
There's
yes,
a
no,
great
always.
buffet in Hanford.
The reason that people what is it called? Sizzler.
It's called King's Buffet. It's a Chinese food buffet.
So all you can eat sushi, not a buffet.
Okay,
There-
I said Chinese food.
No.
Okay,
We're just
okay,
talking
okay,
about.
okay.
I'll do like all you can eat deals, but it can't like the Brazilian steakhouse that we talked about. That's all you
Or
can
like
eat.
Korean barbecue where they just keep bringing you meat.
Correct. Yeah. Those are different than buffets. I don't like buffets because of the like you're
I got
touching
you.
the like. Anyhow, that's my beef with buffets. I'm not a fan of them, and I used to be when I was a child. It's before I knew all this nasty bacteria. Like they're just gross, honestly. Like you're sitting on pleather that's been there since like the 1990s. What are you laughing?
It's just lame. You are such a wimp.
It's honestly buffet culture is not up my alley. Let's just say that.
All right.
I
Okay.
can't
hold
believe
on.
you have a beef with that. That
one more
bothers
thing.
me.
Are you the same way in like family parties when it's like a
Yeah.
serve yourself? They just lay out the stuff.
Probably.
and you-
Like with my friends and family.
Like Super
Yeah.
Bowl parties, Phil?
no problem with
what's
that.
the difference?
No problem with that.
There's no
What
difference.
if I were to sneeze?
No.
At a Super Bowl party with 100 people and the food's just laying out there and it's serve yourself, people are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, but no, that's different. It's way different. It depends. Okay, so yes, I've gone to Super Bowl parties that have been huge, right? And then Trent and I, you did dinner with the stars or whatever it is. I was very selective with the
Oh,
food
yeah,
that I
this-
actually chose.
This was like
Like,
good
this
food.
was serve yourself.
Cigars with the Stars Super Bowl party in LA. 2 nights for the Super Bowl. They had like really good like chicken and waffles. They had hot dogs. The food was great. It was off the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Phil,
You may have thought I was on a diet by the way I was eating that night. Like I'm very selective, but if it's like friends and family where I'm like, okay, like this looks like a pretty like reasonably clean
but
area.
Trent's one of the friends you're
No, if Trent's no. Trent and I
Every
have
meal,
eaten-
every-
Trent and I have shared a
ev-
handful of meals. I've
ev-
shared a drink after this guy. Unfortunately,
every chicken and waffle had a toothpick in it.
yeah. So you could just grab it. And,
Okay.
yeah, and eat
This
it.
was
It wasn't
LA
like-
during COVID. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
like
I
it was
just-
pretty. It was
just
pretty. Like they
curious.
were following the rules pretty well
I
for the
was
most
just
part.
curious.
Yeah,
Like,
so for the most part, like I won't if it's like a indoor. That doesn't even have to be indoors. Like if you have to grab it, serve it yourself, and it's a lot of people that I don't know, I'm not touching it.
Cool.
I'm opposed to it.
Sounds good.
all right.
Who's up next?
Seth is up next. What do you got, Seth?
Who's your last, Trent?
I'm last. Yeah,
Okay.
you beat me.
Okay. This one might be worse than Phil's. I don't like seafood.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what though? There is quite a bit of people that don't like
Yeah.
seafood. I know
There
quite
are
a
a lot of
few
people. yeah.
Maybe that's a little more popular, but I think most people like all kinds of food.
So you don't like sushi?
No, when people talk about sushi places, I always talk about like the
And
food
your
that's not sushi.
family, your in-laws family, the family you married to, like seafood for the most part.
Oh yeah, whenever they talk about sushi, I'm like, I don't want this place because they don't have very good like
Other
teriyaki
options.
bowls or other
Or
things like that.
mochi.
Or yeah, things like that because I'm like, I don't like the seafood, and they always talk about these rolls that sound really good, but like I don't really like fish. So
You married into a family that eats a lot of likes fish.
it's true. So like whenever I'm gone and like my wife will make dinner, she'll have like salmon and stuff, and like it makes
I
sense
don't like
because
salmon
I don't like
that
salmon.
much. No, I get what you're saying.
No,
like,
good
but
salmon is
but
hard to beat. I make an
but it-
excellent salmon.
Yeah, like they always talk about the salmon they make, and they're like, "This is so good," and I'm like,
Do you like
hate it.
shrimp?
No, I don't like shrimp.
See, a lot of people will be like, I don't like seafood, but I'll eat shrimp.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
how
like
a lot of-
popcorn shrimp
Yeah,
or
a lot of
something
people
like
are like
that.
that. But
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I've had it a couple times, and I think me just telling myself at a young age that I didn't like it just continues to make it worse. But even after every time I try, I still don't like it that much. So I don't know. Maybe
and you're
that-
not allergic.
No, I'm not.
You just
From
don't-
what I know, yeah. But I haven't because I don't like shrimp and certain fish. Like I will eat some freshwater fish if like I catch it or something just for fun. But like I don't want to eat. Like I won't eat any shellfish or any of those other like oysters or anything.
Like you're not
that.
going to have a Chilean sea bass on the menu.
I will say I might have clam chowder. I might have
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Okay,
clam
okay.
chowder's good.
I've had it a couple times. I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. But like other times, I'm like, oh man, this
That's
clam
more
chowder is
creamy
nasty.
and like potatoes
Yeah,
and like
it's
other
different.
stuff. Yeah.
People like who are still listening after Phil's buffet take. That I think is a little bit more. That's probably the most common out of the first
Yeah.
round. I will say right now, Seth.
Yeah.
It's the most common. Is there anything else you guys want to say on Seth seafood?
If you say vegetables, I'm leaving this pod.
I hate I think there's a lot of people who hate vegetables. I think
yeah,
that's,
there are a lot
I
of
think that's
people.
pretty
that-
common. I think I'm gonna get a lot of smoke with this one. I'm gonna go Dark Knight, the Batman movie.
Oh,
I don't like it.
man, that's
All
such a
right.
good movie.
That's a
Trent.
great movie.
The Dark
Trent.
Knight.
Yeah, you're right. Seth.
Sorry.
Why didn't you like it? What's your beef?
I thought it was okay.
I
didn't
think I
it was-
watched it with you actually.
Maybe. I saw it like 8 times in theaters. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm pretty sure I saw it with you. I just
Actually,
never.
we almost got into a fight because of you watching that movie. You were sitting next to a cousin who threw popcorn.
I think that was a different movie.
No,
I don't think it was
Batman. It was a Batman movie. So Trent has a cousin who threw popcorn up in the stands, acted like they were scared, threw popcorn up in the stands, not related to me at all, sitting multiple rows, not near me. And then someone confronts me and a handful of others, and Trent and his cousin are just running down the street. And we're like, it wasn't us. Like, why are you yelling at us? Trent, I don't know. Trent's cousin was like, whoops, tosses the popcorn back like 4 rows.
He totally, like, I said, hey.
We're in high school at this point. We're immature.
We'll call him Larry, okay?
Yeah, Chipper.
I said, hey, if there's a scary part in the movie, take the bucket of popcorn, just throw it up as high as you can. Everyone will get popcorn over their face, and no big deal.
It's the credits. No, it's the credits.
He waits till the credits, and he doesn't throw it up high. He does a straight line drive, 2 rows behind him, hits this guy's wife right in the noggin, and it's
so
just like,
bad.
yeah, it was not good.
I would be
So my
mad
brother-
too.
my
I
bro-
would be mad.
Oh, yes, of course. He had every right to be mad, but he was like barking up the wrong tree. So he's
well,
yelling.
how can he see who did it?
He can't, and so
Exactly.
So he storms out, and I'm with my brother and like a bunch of other people, and he's like starts yelling at us. I'm like, what? I had no idea what he was talking about, so I thought he was just yelling at us, and so he just starts yelling at us. I'm like, dude,
I did nothing.
I was like, stop. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you guys threw popcorn at us, and we were like, oh no, that was not us. It's those guys over there, and these guys are just booking it. These guys are probably 150 yards away already.
Yeah,
just
it's probably one
running.
of our listeners who probably listens to this pod now. But yeah.
And the guy's like, oh. And he starts yelling at them as they're running away.
I think it was, we'll call him Pat. He's just sprinting. I was right by you.
Were you?
I was right next
So
to you.
your cousin and the other guy were, or alleged cousin.
Trent, I will say, I think this is the most boring pick of the,
Yeah.
of the
You think
first
it's
round.
boring?
Yeah, just get creative. Next one. That's okay.
I thought that out of superhero movies,
But I think a
this
lot
was-
of people like that movie, though.
A lot of people like that movie,
Yeah.
and I left it just thinking like it was just okay. I thought the last Dark Knight with Christian Bale was the best one, the third one. I thought the first one is one of the most overrated movies of all time. Like he's Batman, he gets taken out by dogs, but he can like do anything else. Like but throw a German Shepherd on him,
Yeah.
he doesn't know what to do.
like you don't like the. There's no logic.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like Batman should be able to handle 2 German Shepherds if he can handle Two-Face, the Joker, whatever.
Bullet
Like,
wounds.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that movie like everyone else did.
Yeah. I think I have a heater coming up, a really good one that I just thought
I'll,
about.
I'll recap the first round here. Jordan had comedy movies, Phill had buffet, Seth had seafood, I had The Dark Knight. And today's draft is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, the modern man is a man who takes care of himself. Manscaping isn't just for life special occasions. It's a requirement for optimal health, superior hygiene, and healthy self-esteem. You now have the right tools for a safe and precise grooming in hard-to-navigate areas. Go ahead and go to manscaped.com. Enter DUDES20 for 20% off your whole order. Free shipping. We got the Weed Whacker on the table. We got some deodorant. They got all your grooming needs. Go to Manscaped, Dudes20, 20% off. Really helps us out. But what helps us out even more is don't be rude. Share the dudes. If you like this episode and you want to share it with a friend, if we made you laugh, made you cry, made you mad, and you want to just share us with a friend, really helps us out. And while you're at it, go ahead and sub to us on YouTube at tffdudes. And Jordan, you are up with round 2.
I'm going to go watermelon.
Watermelon. I don't like watermelon either, Jordan.
I love watermelon.
A lot of people, actually like one of the very
Yeah.
few people I've met that don't like watermelon.
Yeah.
You, Seth, you like watermelon?
I like watermelon. I just can't eat a lot because I'm like semi-allergic. If that makes
Lactose
sense.
intolerant.
Like if I eat too much,
I actually
my throat starts to like
Really?
dry up and like it. I can't eat cantaloupe at all.
So I went back
Wow,
and
that's
forth.
crazy.
I went back and forth between watermelon and pineapple because I don't like pineapple either.
Wow.
And a lot of-
I think you should have
Pineapple is
said pineapple.
amazing.
Pineapple is really good.
A lot of, but
I think
actually
watermelon's more common for people to eat though than
I think a
pineapple.
lot
Really?
of people
Yeah.
love watermelon. And
Yeah, I love a good
whenever
melon.
whenever I'm like I don't like watermelon, people are like, "What's wrong with you?"
What
Like,
about candy? You like watermelon candy, or you
no,
not,
I
you
don't like the
really-
watermelon really flavored candy either.
Really? Pineapple is one that I don't understand. I love pineapple.
It's just the flavor. I don't like it. And then watermelon, I don't like the flavor, and there's just not a lot to it for me. Like there's no like,
It's just
There's no substance.
yeah, there's
bland
just
to
no. But I mean, I know people that will eat like.
Have you had like a
whole
really sweet watermelon though? Where
Yeah,
you're like,
I don't like the flavor.
I don't like watermelon either. My family likes it. Can't stand
You're
it.
one of the few people I know that will be like if people are eating watermelon, you just be like, no, thank you.
Correct. I get
Yeah.
it though. It's like it's. I mean, it's in the name watermelon, but it's just watery with a hint. It's almost
And
like
I don't
the
like
LaCroix
and
of
I don't
fruits.
like the watermelon flavor.
I could see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would
Not
interesting
even
though.
like the seeds, like
No,
seedless.
seeds don't
Like
bother
seeds
me.
probably a little better.
I'll have an orange. There's seeds.
Yeah,
in
seeds
oranges.
don't bite. I just don't like watermelon.
You cannot compare a seed
Cherry.
like a seed. Yeah, but
That's
I don't
a
know. I
pick.
feel like they're bare.
But you get what I'm saying though. Like you're
orange
still
flavor
willing
and
to deal with
watermelon
it.
flavor is totally different.
There's seeds in like cantaloupe, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't like. There are seeds.
Yeah.
There are seeds in most plants, but yeah, no, I don't really like cantaloupe either.
Oh, I love cantaloupe.
Yeah.
I can't eat it, sadly.
And here's what I'll say: if people have like an ice chest full of cantaloupe and it's like ice cold, I will have a slice.
Would you do that with watermelon?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If it has to be ice cold cantaloupe, because if it's really cold, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And Seth can't enjoy it, but
Can't.
Okay.
all right.
Watermelon, you're up, Phil.
Taylor Swift.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I feel like this is a lie.
All of Taylor Swift, like even old Taylor Swift. Even
I feel like
classic
just
Taylor
her
Swift?
vibe. She seems like a nice person. Taylor Swift seems like a nice person overall, but like her fans call themselves Swifties.
So you don't even like Taylor Swift early 2000s?
Like,
I think
teardrops
her
on my
Fearless
guitar.
album.
No, I think I
like-
don't like. I don't want to say the thought of it. I think I don't like the. Man, what's like the? I don't want to say genre. I want to say like. I don't want to say vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I don't like the Taylor Swift. Not
like club, like the whole
the
like
club, yeah, but like just her in general, like leading the pack. You know what I'm saying? So like she seems like a nice person. I don't have any beef with her.
So it's not her
But
music that
No,
you
I
have
actually
a-
don't like her music that much either.
Oh, really?
Truthfully,
Okay.
like it's. I just think like she's.
So you didn't like that in high school?
I did.
Teardrops
I
in my-
did.
okay.
I did. She was a
Alright,
country
well, that's
artist
just
then.
changing.
She was a
Okay,
country
that's
artist
cool.
then.
Yeah, but
That's
I
fair.
think a lot of us can agree that her music's not as good now as it used to be.
I don't think it is. And I think that people are still like, I think people like Taylor as a, just like they like Taylor, but they don't necessarily like her music. I don't think either. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying Taylor
Here's the
Swift.
problem with your pick as far as like voting goes. I don't think there's many Swifties that are voting for the voting.
That's true.
For sure. And I only knew that because I was talking to people that I know, and they said that they identify themselves as Swifties. Have you heard that before?
I've heard about them. I don't run in a crowd that has Swifties, so like,
And they'll come at you. They'll come at you. Did you know that? Like, if there's a group that
Hopefully this gets
like,
it brings traffic.
Hopefully, yeah.
Bring
People-
traffic.
People will go at people if they don't like Taylor Swift. Like it's
Oh, for sure.
but it's kind of like a.
Be ready for the Swifties to attack you
I don't
on
think
Twitter,
either.
Phil.
It's a lifestyle. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
yeah.
It is a lifestyle to enjoy Taylor Swift. And for me, I can't be committed to a musician like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I just like, hey, I like the Avett Brothers. I'll listen to them on the weekends. I'm not going to buy a shirt probably. I'll listen to their music. I'll pay for it. I may go see a concert, but they're not going to like. I'm not going to create my life around their music. Do you get what I'm saying a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe no one understands that.
It's sort no, I understand. Like, she's not the same person she was when we were in high school. Like, I think she's dating a NFL player, right? She's dating.
She's good friends with
the
Ryan
Colts.
Reynolds, who I think is awesome.
She's dating Quentin Nelson on the Colts. I'm pretty sure. Last I heard.
That ups
But
her
I'm sort of a
coolness.
Swiftie, so
Are you?
no, I don't know. I liked her in the early late.
I've been to a
2000s.
Taylor Swift concert before.
She's not very good live, huh?
I thought she was fine.
I think she does shows there. Do you know they're like?
It's also like a sophomore in high school, Trent. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
her voice
Taylor
is like
Swift
it's
is
totally like
I mean,
it's pretty
I mean,
computerized.
I don't know if I was really going to listen to her voice, Trent.
Oh, I used to jam out to T Swift, man.
I
Some of
mean,
those
so did
songs
I,
are
but like, I
amazing,
mean,
Teardrops on my guitar.
we gotta cut that
Thanks
out.
for that serenade.
All right, Seth. What do you? What do
one of
you?
her songs.
What do you?
All
got
right, I'm
next
going
here?
with another food pick here. Ranch.
You don't like
Yeah, that's a
ranch?
good
I don't like
You really
ranch.
don't like ranch?
I'd rather eat my
Even on-
salad dry.
even on pizza, you don't like ranch?
Nope, I don't. I like eating pizza, just pizza. I think people overdo it with the ranch, and they don't even like eat the. They don't even taste the pizza. They just taste the ranch.
like
I can see that point.
Like I've seen people use a dumb amount of ranch on pizza, including my own children, my own daughter. who just eats the ranch off the pizza, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
my
enjoy
daughter's
the
like
pizza, not the ranch.
It's like
it
yeah,
bothers me.
I just can't argue with a 2-year-old that well, though, is the problem.
No, you're right. I don't really do it. I just more on the sake of
'cause
I
he
want them
loses
to
the
consume
argument.
food, not ranch.
Also, there's literally nothing out there about Taylor Swift dating a dude
I
from the
know, I
Lions.
know.
I've seen
Quentin
some
Nelson.
stuff. I've seen some stuff. I promise. I didn't just make that up.
Okay,
Look on
but-
like Twitter or something, not Google.
Yeah, but ranch. I don't really like ranch on salads. I think on pizza is
Debunk.
where I'm going to lose, or is where most people probably want like ranch. Is probably on pizza, right?
I had pizza last night and we were out of ranch and I like almost flipped the table.
the thing is, can you not eat like the? I think that's a pretty diva move. You can't eat pizza without ranch.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
that
as
means
good.
you don't really like pizza, in my opinion.
I get what you're saying, Seth, for sure. I like ranch as like an accent to the pizza. Like I get what you're
Will
saying.
you eat pizza, Trent? Will you put ranch on everybody pizza?
yeah.
Yes.
Will you
I
do
won't.
that?
No.
See, that's weird. to me.
What do? You just do one bite, then you're done?
Sometimes I'll like take a bite dry, as Seth calls it.
Yeah, and actually
dry
enjoy
bite.
the actual
You're
pizza.
like, oh man, this is getting the essence. Then I'll have a little accent of the ranch dip, kind of keep it in
That
there.
actually makes sense.
Phil thinks he's cultured because he doesn't use ranch for his pizza.
You use ketchup on everything. Like you
Not
put
on
ketchup on
pizza.
your tamales.
Not on pizza.
Funny fact: when we actually had sushi the other night, Trent's grandpa brings out ketchup to eat with sushi. I was like,
He only likes it
whoa.
on his shrimp, and it's not bad on shrimp.
Yeah, but he had ketchup with sushi rolls.
That's so bad.
It's kind of like what's that tartar sauce? No, it's not tartar. What's the
You should
the
make
red
chicken
sauce?
tartar, Phil. You should try that sometime.
What's the red sauce that I'm talking about?
Sriracha?
No, it's the it's just
Red
the,
hot.
You have a computer right there. You could Google it.
What is that red sauce? I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I think it's just cocktail sauce.
All right, so I'm up here, and I just had one.
Marinara?
It just slipped my mind what I had. What was I thinking right there?
Yourself.
It'll come back to me. I had a good one here. I'll wait. I'll punt, and hopefully I can think of it by then. I didn't write it down because I'm afraid Phil's gonna, copy something. Whistling. I hate whistling.
Trey, you're having a poor draft.
What's wrong? You show me a whistler. If you're a good whistler, you probably are selling albums. You have people at work that will just whistle, and it's like no one cares. Like, why
That's
are
a
you
good
whistling?
one.
No,
Radar
no one-
whistles. Let's all try and whistle.
That just mostly sounds like air. No, but you know what I'm
Trent
talking about
hates
when
it
you're
when
like,
they cat call him.
guys, really, that is a terrible. If you're gonna whistle, don't do it right into the mic, because it's just like blowing air into the mic. You know what I'm saying?
They all heard it though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying. You're so no, I don't mind a little bit, but it's like you're like trying to do something. You've
That is a
never
good
dealt with
tune. someone
someone who just whistles nonstop just to do it. And it's like, hey, you're not a professional
I can think
whistler.
of somebody.
Yeah, like no,
His
whistling.
name starts with "reh" and ends in "dull."
No, but like, don't you agree? There's people who I think they're professional whistlers. It's
He's
like,
a really
oh,
good
yeah,
whistler,
you
though.
should
Whistler
be
on the
a-
roof.
Basically, they're second coming
Whistle
a
while
whistler
at
on the
work.
roof.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going whistling
It
there.
bothers me that like someone's just bringing a tune to their life, like trying to get through the day, and you're just trying to put them down.
I don't mind that, but it's like, hey, you're in a work setting. No one wants to hear you whistling. It's like,
Hey,
why don't you
here's
just
an
put the
idea:
same
put
song
earbuds
reboot?
on.
You're not allowed to have earbuds in at work unless you work from home.
No, if you're answering calls on the phone, you don't use earbuds. You use
We have an office phone.
Oh yeah.
Like I could use my cell phone also, but like yeah, where you really it's kind of frowned upon to be on your AirPods in a work environment. But people who work from home probably don't know that.
Most people, people in the actual work, you connect them to your laptop.
I see
and
a
you-
ton of people doing it. They're probably not supposed to do it, but
Yeah, it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon. But yeah, I'm going to recap that draft. I'm going watermelon, Taylor Swift, ranch, and whistling. I feel like I had something really good there, but I didn't want to be like Phil and wait 25 minutes to make my pick.
Phil hasn't done that yet.
He hasn't
know,
done
I
that
know.
Today. He has not done that today.
Yeah, he still has his next
still
pick.
has-
I
next
feel like
pick.
I'm getting. Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm getting unnecessarily shade right now. I've been
Catching a stray.
Yeah.
All right. Today's draft is brought to you by Trophy Smack. Trophy Smack is the dude's favorite place to get our fantasy football trophies. Take your league to the next level. Go trophysmack.com/dudes. Help take your league to the next level. They got winners awards, losers awards, participation awards, toilet seat necklaces, all that good stuff. Go customize your own personal fantasy football trophy at trophysmack.com/dudes for 15% off. Jordan, here you go for the last pick in the third round. It is too late. It's 11:45. I'm not thinking straight.
We
Sorry.
have we've talked about this on the pod. I think probably a decent amount. So I'll just recycle it though. It fits this draft perfectly. I do not like Chick-fil-A.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That'll get
So-
going.
Then especially with all the hype they've gotten over the last like 3 years.
Yeah,
Even longer, I think, right?
I mean, like, what's the big one? Like Kanye's song, that Chick-fil-A song, Closed on Sundays.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
that
true.
brought some big hype to it. I mean, I see a ton of Chick-fil-A commercials now.
Yeah.
I see a ton. Yeah. I think a lot of people went there during COVID. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like I feel like it got big again during COVID. I think maybe TikTok even like boosted Chick-fil-A again or something like that. But
TikTok or Chick-fil-A hacks probably.
yeah, probably a lot of stuff.
I will
like
say
that.
they have good milkshakes.
Their milkshakes are insane.
But I just
Their breakfast is so good.
I
Those
think-
chicken
yes,
minis.
the
They're so
biscuits.
good.
Yes.
The biscuits
Oh.
are so good.
yeah, I'm just not. I think they're a little overpriced, and I'm just not really a fan.
I almost whistled my milkshake brings, but I decided not to.
That's a good choice.
This one is going to be a little bit longer for me. I think that's a good take though, Jordan, just because like there are so many people who love Chick-fil-A.
Oh, they
and so
love it.
if you're say you don't love it, Trent, don't you say like oftentimes on Sundays you'll be like, hey, anyone want to go to Chick-fil-A? And people get excited about it.
Yeah, I love telling people, hey, you guys want to get Chick-fil-A? Or like ask my wife if she wants to go to Hobby Lobby. Like those are just some of my favorite things to do on Sundays.
So this is the thing that I hate, and it's I don't know if people necessarily agree or disagree with it, but and I know summer's coming up, so we're gonna have some people. I don't mind flip flops. If you want to wear flip flops, not a big deal. If you wear flip flops and jeans, though,
It's
Phill,
bad. Yeah, it's bad.
I 100% agree with you. It bothers me.
it's so bad.
especially here where it is hotter than hot.
Yeah, hotter than Bakersfield.
Hotter than
times.
Bakersfield.
Yeah.
And Bakersfield's hot, and that
Yeah.
place sucks.
And I'm not pointing you out, Jordan. Not
I
at
do
all.
it. I do it.
You do it, but I'm
I
not
can't-
talking about you specifically. There are people who will wear like basically like sports sandals with jeans. I'm like, what are you thinking, man? Don't wear. Also, if you're gonna wear jeans, sorry again, Jordan. I know you've done this. This is not
That's
directed
fine.
at
I
you.
have
Probably
no,
doing it right now.
Are you doing it right now?
I got shorts on.
Okay, so people who wear jeans and flip flops, even if they're rainbows or nice flip flops to church, and jeans and flip flops in general, it's like, what are you?
It doesn't
doing?
go together.
Make some
It doesn't
better
look
life
professional.
decisions.
I can maybe respect it if you live on some Pacific island.
But those
No,
people
because
aren't
you don't
wearing
need to wear
jeans.
jeans. You don't wear jeans.
You don't need to wear jeans, but Trent, also on those islands where it can be like, on the islands where it's like nice weather, 70-something degrees, a little breezy, a little sunny, you can wear anything you want. It could be jeans and a sweatshirt. You could also wear shorts and a t-shirt. You can wear any of those things. I understand it.
Or like linen jeans, linen pants.
Like
excuse me.
a ton of different things, a ton of different options you can wear. I think it's okay. But I think where we live, where it's either like hot, really hot, or really cold, it's kind of, you can't really do it.
You don't. I have a major problem with people wearing flip flops and jeans. It just bothers me.
It just looks weird.
It looks weird.
Looks
It's bothersome. I also hate people who wear. I don't hate them. I hate when people wear shorts and a long sleeve button up shirt.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's bad.
bad.
That is so annoying. Like, hey, if you're gonna wear shorts, you wear a short sleeve shirt. If you're gonna wear a long sleeve shirt, feel free to wear jeans. Even if you roll it up and you're wearing shorts,
You're
I
talking
can't
about
stand it.
long sleeve like button up shirt.
Correct.
What about like just a regular long sleeve
Long sleeve
shirt?
t-shirt with the shorts is fine.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me because most of the time number one, people rarely do that. Number two, it's more of like a casual thing.
Yes.
When I'm seeing people with like, and 9 times out of 10, it's some Yahoo wearing cargo shorts with a long sleeve button up shirt. It's like neither of those things go well with each other. Don't do it. And that's getting me off what I actually hate, which is the jeans and the flip flops.
Which maybe could have been a better pick. I don't know.
I think that's almost better.
But there's more people who wear jeans with flip flops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jeans and flip flops, and it's not the fact. I will never wear that.
It's just so weird because I feel like jeans obviously can be very casual, but flip-flops is the most casual thing you can wear.
Correct.
Like, I just feel like if you're wearing jeans, you should just throw on some shoes.
Yes, I agree. And listen, here's the thing. I know there are people out there who
What's
have sweaty
worse?
feet.
Slides with jeans.
Yes,
Slides
correct.
are bad.
Slides with jeans.
That hurts.
That's all in
That
cap-
hurts my
yeah.
brain.
Any guy who wears slides to church just automatically it's not good.
Yeah.
No, that's not
And,
okay.
and we wear
That's
jeans
wrong.
in other places besides church, just for what it's worth to the fans out there. But like, if I'm going to like a date with my wife, heaven forbid I wear flip flops and jeans on a date. Jordan, would you wear flip flops and jeans on a date?
Depends like how many dates into the relationship.
That's a good
we
no,
are.
but
Okay,
that's a
no,
good
that's a
point.
good point
That's
for
a good
yourself.
point.
That's a
So
good
that's a
point
good
for
point. So like, sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna
No,
say?
I agree. That's a good point. Like if he's asking himself that question,
That makes
should he
it-
be doing that?
Yeah.
No, because I think it's like if you're
Think about it.
if you're married or like you're in
If you
you're
no
in your
longer care about the
relationship-
relationship,
I mean, I just don't like. Yeah, probably not on a first date or a second date, but like I'm probably not wearing flip flops in general on any.
He's
first
keeping
couple
them
dates.
dogs away.
yeah,
You know, like that's
Hide
just
the
not.
dogs.
that's the thing. You don't. And
Got that dog in him.
here's where I'll draw. I think it's mostly for dudes, right? I think that's a major problem. Like if girls want to do it, it doesn't bother me at all. But
I think it's different.
it's different, correct? But a guy doing it, it's way different, right?
weird.
It's weird. You can't do it, and it's just as bad as the.
You're just trying to attack Jordan this whole pod. It's kind of messed up. He
No,
went to a
Jordan,
Taylor Swift concert.
Jordan,
He
I'm
used
not.
to be a Swiftie.
No, this
now
is not
this.
you. It's like
It's you. It's not you. It's me.
I'm not. You're not going to change my mind on. I'm
No,
still
but
gonna
you
do
even
it.
you
Like,
even said like first or second date, like you're really not doing it. You know,
I'm probably not wearing flip flops at all on the first couple dates. You know,
That makes
unless
sense.
you're swimming. If you're going to the beach, you might. be
yeah,
like,
I mean that's still different.
I'm pretty much like if I'm wearing jeans, I'm probably wearing boots.
yeah.
No,
I'll
I'm
wear
not
Vans
I'm not-
periodically.
yeah, I'm not a tennis shoes.
But
jeans
I think
guy.
you guys get what I'm saying. Flip flops and jeans, they can't fly, and I think more people wear them than they should.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
accepted in society, and it shouldn't be. Is what I'm saying.
It's just really bad. I can't.
Jordan,
stand
I'm
it.
not attacking you for
No,
that.
you're fine.
I can't stand it. It bothers me so.
I love you,
Thanks, Phil.
but I also can't.
No,
stand that.
the cargos and long sleeve, like I'm okay with like a hoodie and shorts, like that's fine. Totally
Doesn't
different.
bother
Yeah,
me at
it's
all.
The button up. The button up is where you get lost. I
And
agree.
so
some
bad.
guys try and pass it by like rolling up the sleeves
Yeah.
and doing it. It's like, just please stop. Like it's, I've gone too long on this,
Yeah,
but
you
like
did.
it's
Seth,
just
Seth, you're up.
All right, this one maybe you guys would all feel the same about this one, but maybe this just goes against like maybe younger people.
Voice changing.
Yeah, this maybe goes along with my pick is social media trends.
Okay.
I can't stand social media trends.
all right.
I-
Talk to us
TikTok
more.
dances or what?
Oh, those are so. I mean, from time to time, I will do it just to mess around with like my nephews, like just because sometimes they know like those dances. Like, but anyways, I will not. I can't stand them.
I really
No, I understand.
I feel like
they
this-
get
But I
annoying.
feel like a lot of people like that kind of stuff.
like
Are
when
you saying
people all
more
do the
TikTok?
same dances or like the
Or people like, or it's like it's a trend to like start wearing like. I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
No,
like,
I agree with you.
Hold on,
Social media
actually,
trends
here's-
are super annoying when
actually-
everybody does the same thing.
Here's a good one. When all the most popular hairstyle right now, the mullet.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
That
used
is
to
a
be a
bad-
mullet guy.
Yeah,
Our
but
Our
producer
producer has a mullet.
Yep. I'm just saying he can like the trend. I don't like it. Okay. Maybe this is just because I had a mullet before it was cool. Okay.
All right.
And now
Mullet people are my kind of people, Seth.
and the thing is, I would probably still be wearing one if not everyone had one. Now that everyone has one, I don't want to have my hair like that anymore. I probably would have still kept it, but
I feel
I
like the
don't want it
mullet was a
anymore.
bad example of this social
Some
media
people can
trend.
pull off. I feel like our
90% of
producer pulls off the mullet well.
90% of our listeners probably have a mullet. That was
No,
very poor
apologize to our
taste.
producer.
I think it looks good. Okay.
Okay.
But I also can't stand it when I also can't stand it when I see when I look at a whole class of 8th graders. When I saw a whole class of 8th graders and I see 90% of them have that haircut.
Yeah, no, I know what
Not
you're saying.
cool.
How many players on your baseball team have it? Is there quite a few?
Probably I think it's starting to phase out a little bit more, but like for like the last 3 years, it was the most popular hairstyle. Like COVID
Yeah.
made that thing explode.
Yeah.
But like other ones, like for instance, dances I think are dumb. Like I can't stand when I see
Oh,
adults
yeah.
doing TikTok
Like a
dances. Like,
Juju Smith-Schuster type.
yeah,
dance.
that guy's dumb.
Yeah,
It's annoying.
yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying more like TikTok trends?
Or just any
I
kind
think
of trend.
maybe-
Any kind of
maybe
trend.
it should just been TikTok in general.
Yeah,
Sure.
All right.
Trent's a TikTok star though, so
yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Things I do for this pod, even though it's against my better judgment. If all
Sometimes
you
we
put half
wish
the
you
amount of
wouldn't do
time.
'em.
Just for this one is social media trends. There
All
you
right.
go.
I'm gonna go with Tesla. That's what I meant to take last round. I
Wow.
don't like Tesla. I'm not an electrical vehicle guy. I think it's lame. They don't pay taxes for the roads. I think the Tesla, the Cybertruck looks extremely dumb. Yeah, I not a Tesla guy at all. I'm more of a gas diesel guy. My bad.
Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag sorry,
hashtag
not sorry.
sorry, not
Hey, you
sorry.
have a point. Like I know you're
And they're
biggest-
everywhere now. Everyone's getting a Tesla, it seems like.
Yeah. You liked it when they were a little bit more like you couldn't get as many.
Are you electric cars
I'm
all
pretty
around,
I'm
or
pretty
just
like I could
Tesla?
almost say electric cars, but what's going to get more gas? Like saying I don't like electric cars or like Tesla.
Well,
Tesla's
by
the electric
2030,
car.
isn't it 2030? California won't have any. They won't be making
I mean,
any more
that's-
gas
yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, and like lawnmowers can't be gas.
Yeah. So
2030.
are you against electric or are you
we have a
against?
Saturdays are for the mower shirt coming out, so it's probably already out by now. You want to check that out.
So are you for you're against any electric vehicle?
Yeah, I'm anti-electric vehicle.
What about
I think they're
hybrid?
lame. Hybrid, I think that makes more sense. Like if you said every vehicle had to be hybrid by 2030, that makes sense. That seems feasible. But when you say it has to be electric, that's really not possible. You're throwing something out there that can't be done. And yeah, I'm going Tesla because there's some cool stuff in them, but I just think like what Seth said, that's the whole hype right now. Everybody's all Tesla, Tesla, Tesla.
Those Rivians are kind of cool.
They're kind of cool, but I don't like the truck that much either. Like I'm pretty just like not electric car guy. So that's why I'm gonna go Tesla. That's the brand right there. Like
Yeah.
that's the brand you want to go against if you're gonna say you don't
No,
like
I
it.
agree with you.
So yeah. And that probably is my best pick of the draft, and it was the last one.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
it
you?
was.
Is that the one you missed out on earlier?
That's what I was gonna do earlier. Then I was gonna research a little bit more. I had that down, and I didn't.
These
write
trucks
it down.
look horrible.
the Cybertrucks.
Oh, it's
They're
horrible.
absolutely hideous. I guess they're kind of amphibian or something. I'm not
Well,
sure.
Really?
I've heard they can
I have
kind
no
of
idea.
like do boat type stuff. Who knows? Bulletproof windshield though. So
I
that's
actually
kinda-
think if they had like a truck that looked kind of normal, I'd be a little interested.
The
but-
Rivians don't look
Oh,
bad.
they can float like a boat.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the Rivians don't look as bad, but I feel like it's just
Which is this is just crazy.
the Rivians are like the size of a Toyota Tundra, Phil. That's what someone should have said on here. It should have said Toyota. Get all those guys at us again. Third round, the whole recap. Jordan had comedy movies, Watermelon, Chick-fil-A. Phil had buffets, Taylor Swift, flip-flops, and jeans. Seth had seafood, ranch, and social media trends. I had The Dark Knight, whistling, and Tesla. I really like your draft here, Phil. I don't know if there's anything we missed that you guys are kind of thinking of.
This
that
one's
you
tough.
Don't.
Like
It's tough. I feel like there's some good arguments.
It's going to be a weird draft for people to vote on, too, I think.
It is going to be a weird draft for people to
I know
vote on.
something
don't-
we missed.
I think people are going to vote totally. I think every person's going to vote differently. They're going to be like, that's the best. That was the worst. What did we miss,
Hit us,
Seth?
Seth. Yeah.
This podcast.
I was just say the guy to my left. Anyways. Well,
I don't think most people like that. I think most people hate it.
anyways, I think that kind of does it for today's show, guys. Remember, go vote for us on Twitter. Which draft do you like the best? At tffdudes. And as always, take care.
Big twisty.
This has been another episode of the Fantasy Football Dudes podcast. Remember to rate, review, and follow. For more information, go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com. And remember, we are sorry for absolutely nothing.